Previously on Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime didn't die yet. Now back to the story. Megatron has Optimus dead to rights while dark energon, the so-called blood of Unicron, erupts from the nearby volcano. While Optimus ponders that, Megatron prepares for the execution, but luckily, a ground bridge leads to a stay from Governor Fist. Bulkhead keeps Megatron busy while Optimus is rescued. But while he's lost a chance to destroy his nemesis, Megatron shows a real glass-is-half-full kind of attitude.
This is merely the beginning. I now possess enough dark energon to reanimate Unicron himself.
I see no way that plan ends badly, besides the glaringly obvious. After the titles, Optimus is dropped off to get checked over while Jack's mom lays a guilt trip on him over Raph. But the big question is how a volcano could possibly have the blood of Unicron. And when questioned, Ratchet explains that Unicron is no boogeyman, he was definitely real, although he doesn't think his primordial stuff is what Dark Energon comes from. Well, she's like, yeah, whatever, you and your crazy hemophiliac planet killer bullshit need to stay far, far away from these kids from now on. She's going to take all the kids home, she says. No more secret robot clubhouse for them.
After all we've been through together, see ya? What about our freedom to choose?
That may fly on their planet, but not here on Earth.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Fuck off, these kids are doing what I say. Well, as Miko notes, you're not the boss of me, so she tells June she's staying. And Jack? So does he. So while she and Raph head off, Fowler calls up to spread some joy this way. Seems at the same time the volcano erupted, there were 7 other earthquakes in places that are totally unrelated from each other. And the TV announces crazy storms and electromagnetic phenomenon that are taking down whole power grids, just on a massive scale. One of those storms is nearby, where June is driving. Crap. It always sucks when you have an accident and there are no other cars actually damaged, because it always looks like it's all your fault. A car-seeking tornado then appears, and she has trouble. The thing is so damn powerful, it's picking them up even though it hasn't arrived yet. But that's when... Good luck telling the story to the insurance company. Just another 47 payments and it's mine. Meanwhile, the Decepticons are busy harvesting all those dark energon crystals while Megatron gloats.
Rising from the depths to become one with me.
Yeah, more exposure to that. You're not getting enough crazy juice in your veins. He's about as nuts as an inbred emperor with a mercury fumes hookah. Back at the Autobot base, Bumblebee returns and June and Jack make up just in time to learn the weather is getting worse.
And scientists believe the phenomena to be somehow related to the current planetary alignment.
Whereas scientists, the data is undeniable that large rocks forming a line are destroying our planet, and we call upon the leaders of the world to begin the ritualistic disemboweling of virgins to put an end to it. Fowler arrives in time for Ratchet to announce the cause of the earthquake is in the planet's core, and what's worse, he turns the patterns causing them into an audio format.
Stop, Soundwave. Turn it off.
I've had enough of this Edgar Allan Poe horseshit today. The reason for the heartbeat is that down there is Unicron.
I fear that the Earth's very core is not comprised of magma.
No, it isn't. It's iron and nickel. Is Unicron made of iron and nickel? Because I would think that he'd be made of some kind of fantastic alloy. One of those ones with so many syllables that it could be mistaken for Navajo.
How can something be in our Earth's core and be alive?
Such a thing is not unprecedented. Before the beginning...
Well, wouldn't that be the beginning then? Prime explains that back then there was Primus and Unicron, creation and destruction. They battled long against each other, no one ever being able to turn winning into an actual victory until Primus finally created the 13, the original Primes, to help him finish Unicron for good this time. Primus then became one with Cybertron, creating life through the Well of Allsparks, while Unicron was never seen again. Optimus now thinks that while Unicron was dormant, debris collected around his body, forming the Earth. But the magnetic pull of the planetary alignment has now awakened him.
Yes, science!
Miko is naturally concerned that Unicron will rip the Earth apart when he wakes up, but Optimus thinks he's transcended physical form by now. So I guess we'll need to bring in the Ghostbusters. Meanwhile, Arachnid thinks that they should withdraw for the time being as the dark energon is starting to affect the troops, but all Megatron cares about is talking to Unicron. He flies to the lip of the volcano in order to speak to him. He must figure that he's down there somewhere. He fawns over Unicron like he's his would-be lord and master. But Unicron finds Megatron to be a prideful fool that he doesn't need any more than I might need a cockroach. No, I don't need a cockroach, just in case you're wondering. There are no job openings here. Well, you may be shocked, and this time I'm not being sardonic, you may be shocked to learn that Megatron responds to this insult by pleading for the chance to be Unicron's servant. Instead, that's the moment when Unicron detects that there is a Prime on this world, and if Megatron hasn't killed him already, then he's frickin' useless. I haven't seen such a spurring of someone by their god since the talons of Wang Chiang. So Optimus heads out to inspect one of the earthquake epicenters, only for Unicron to make an appearance in the rock nearby. That's new. Rock robot. You don't normally get Stone Age robots. Unicron attacks, but after parrying a few blows, Optimus asks for a moment to address the Chaos Bringer. He wants to appeal on behalf of the human race.
Humankind relies upon you for life, sustenance. Your resurrection will only result in the destruction of a species which evolved from the seeds of your very greatness.
Props to Optimus for kissing this guy's ass as he's trying to destroy him just to save us. What a guy.
So this humankind of whom you speak, you consider them my progeny?
Indeed.
Parasites! They too shall know my wrathful hand.
Oof, yeah, just in time for Mother's Day. Unicron attacks, but Optimus defeats him. Or rather, that one homunculus. And Unicron can summon a whole hell of a lot more, oh boy. And dribble some oil at the sight of that. What happens? The tale continues tomorrow.